Hello and welcome to our little keg chat where we finally have all three of us in the same place at the same time in the same room, which is Alex's living room.
Yes, it's really weird when you're here and I'm not.
Yeah.
And we're in the same place but not at the same time.
Exactly.
It's surprising we've managed to do it so many times, to be honest.
It's probably more than I think it is. Let's move on. This is Sophie.
Hello.
I'm Alex.
This is Alex.
Yes. Don't know who this guy is.
Yeah.
So Dan here as well.
Phew.
Yes,
Glad someone
yes.
remembered.
These are our little chats where we have just show you what's coming up on the channel, what we've been working on. We are all busy people and we try and aim for a battle report a week, but sometimes it doesn't always happen. So this is some of the content we give you instead. Right, so we will start off. Where should we start? Because we've got smatterings of hobby. We'll start off with a cat.
Okay. For those not aware, this is the channel mascot. It's probably just wandered on a shot. Horus Lupercat.
Yes.
Who is now investigating my Titanicus pips. Please don't eat those.
They're treat sized, don't they?
Oh, they are treat-sized. Dan,
That's
could
all
you
right.
extract the cat? Right, moving on from the cat. Let's go with 40k. Let's start with that.
Righto. So
What have we done and what are we planning?
yes, so I've got a few more bits for the orcs. I've been gifted a Speed Freaks set. So I've got a load of warbikers, a shock junk.
Shock junk.
Shock junk.
Shock drunk.
Shock drunk.
Shockingly drunk.
Shock drunk jabster.
Yes. I've got one of those to paint. I've got a Death Dread coming up. I've got a load of warbikers. So I'm going to see if I can make them work as a bit of a switch up and try and rotate out some of my older metal models.
We've not played 40k in a while. We should do the Orcs versus Space Marines or something.
In fact, the AdMech haven't been on a channel
No?
for a while.
Soph can play herself and do Orcs versus Admech.
Yeah.
I can pilot one of your lists if you want. And we can,
Oh, okay.
Orcs can't be that complicated.
No, they're not.
It's very much the opposite, in fact.
But yeah, that's what's been going on in the world of Sophie's 40k.
Okay.
Dan, you've been painting up some knights.
Yes, I was similarly gifted a knight household. So I've been batch painting, not Titanicus knights, full-scale knights. This was an awful idea. But I was mostly just waiting on transfers and basing materials, which are now here. So they are being based and transferred.
Yes.
I think we mentioned them last time. They are House...
Malanax.
Malanax, that's the one. House Beige. Or Taupe.
House flesh colour.
Sure. You should see a doctor. But that'll be cool, because that'll be... You've done them, because Malanax are a traitor household, but you've not done any traitor bits on them, so...
No. I can run them as renegade knights if I wanted to.
Yeah,
or-
loyalist or traitor in heresy as well.
Yeah.
So loads of options, loads more variety coming to multiple games there.
Yeah. Custodes, I've picked up some Aquilon Terminators, the 412 ones,
Oh, okay.
for cheap off someone. They were second hand, but they were just built. So those got those, and I need to finish off painting my Custodes probably. Because I never finished painting the power blades.
It's fine, it's only a few in the army, right?
Yeah, only a few. So
Okay.
at some point, I've got a few weeks off around Christmas, so I've got like a list of like finish the knights, finish off my last AdMech models, finish off all the Custodes power blades, and also the like 3 that aren't painted at all.
Shouldn't take you very long. They're not that big.
No, and I've also got all the NIDs that at some point I will maybe paint.
Yeah. He said enthusiastically.
Yes. Alex, you're 40k now. You've not been painting, you've been planning. Is that right? Well, we've seen some of the World Eaters leaks, and they're not confirmed yet. But they
Yes,
are looking
some
like
of
they're
them.
going to be true.
Some
I
of
am
them
in
are.
two very different minds.
Yes.
The models are gorgeous. They're absolutely fantastic. The Berserkers are everything I possibly wanted. The 8-bound, I think they're called, the new Possessed, look great. They're really dynamic. Really fun to paint. Really looking forward to getting them. Chaos Lord and Juggernaut. I've got one who I converted like a decade ago, and he's well past his prime, so making a new one with all of my 2022 painting skills will be great.
But on the other hand, you're not so hot on the army book, are you?
So, anyone who follows World Eaters is probably aware that there was a leak that is unconfirmed about a week ago at this point, showing in theory everything in the army, and it's not a lot. We've got all the new stuff. We've got the Jackals, who are baby berserkers. We've got the berserkers. We've got the 8-bound, who are bigger berserkers. And the exalted 8-bound, who are bigger berserkers.
Yeah.
Got Angron, got the other special characters and so on. But the stuff we get to keep from what we already have is far smaller. We're losing Raptors, we're losing Havocs, losing Warp Talons, losing a Lord Discordant.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Losing Chaos Lords on foot.
Oh, okay. Do you have any champions on foot?
Khan.
Khan.
Oh, and the Master of Executions is now an HQ rather than an elite.
Okay.
It's all not unconfirmed, so this might be nonsense, but so far everything that's been shown tracks with what was announced the other day on WarCon. It'll be a good army. GW haven't written a bad codex as far as I know. It'll be fun to play. Given that they only do melee, I am hoping they do melee really damn well. And it'll be nice to have a book that is designed from the ground up to do melee rather than one that's designed to have psychic support and gun support, where if you choose to not play with those, you're playing with one hand behind your back. So it'll be a good book, I'm sure. It's just... what it feels like is I'm not getting an update to my army. I'm getting my current army squatted, or I can run it as red Chaos Marines, I suppose. And a new army is coming out, which I am interested in. So I'll probably get it, and I'll probably cheer up close to the time. But at the moment, yeah, very much in two minds. So that's my 40k. I don't think I've done anything else painting-wise.
Yeah, it's. I think you'll be fine, because I think I've had a little look through, and I thought, well, you sort of don't take much outside of what's in the codex.
There
anyway.
is that, yeah.
How dare they take the choices I'm not taking away?
But I wanted to get a Vindicator at some point. I didn't, but...
But the thing is, you can still play them as Chaos Space Marines.
I can.
As another Legion.
I absolutely can. And I've been doing that in our local Crusade campaign and playing Black Legion, having a whale of a time.
Yeah.
So it's not the end of the world. It's just not everything I wanted it to be. But it's also not out yet, so I'll reserve judgment. I'll absolutely get the book. We'll play it on the channel a couple of times. We'll go from there.
Hooray.
Sorry,
I'm okay.
I'm distracted. I've got my case shut, but not all the way closed. And Horace keeps putting his paw in and grabbing the foam. And now he's back my hand. Thank you. The audacity.
So, that's 40k.
Yes.
We're all working on things behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We do need to film some more games of it. We will do so soon.
I know, it's one of those things where we think, oh, we always film a load of 40k, and then we...
When did we last film 40k?
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Oh, no, there is more 40k stuff. Boarding action.
Yes.
Because there's the new, what's it called again? I can't... Arcs of Omen, the Psychic Awakening by another name. That's going to be coming out before Christmas. Thanks, Dan. Just throwing my microphone around in excitement. I hope you can still hear me. Yes. Which, the first one's going to be all about boarding actions and Zone Mortalis. Mm-hmm. I am getting a massive pile of MDF Zone Mortalis terrain at Christmas. So I'm then going to recruit these two and lock them in here and make them paint it with me.
Not if I make the tiles instead.
Damn it. I'm going to recruit Sophie, lock her in and make her paint it with me.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. And then we'll be able to do Zone Mortalis and Heresy, boarding actions in 40k, however they work. Into the Dark in Kill Team, more on that later. I think I'll add a lot of variety to the games we can play. Well, and that I'm genuinely really excited about.
Yeah, I think it'll spice up the games of 40k a little bit, because it's just getting that little bit of change.
Yeah.
Speaking of Kill Team, yeah, this is a good place to... So you guys have been playing a little bit of Kill Team off camera.
Yeah. Dipping our feet in.
Yes. But so far I've heard good things from you, and I can always tell when I hear good things because I get the, you should try this. You should try it.
Have you thought about trying Kill Team?
It's a very simple game. You've already got all the models, and I'm going, okay.
The cost of entry, the first go is free, as they say.
I've heard this before. Usually I'm the one saying it,
yes.
So I see myself in the mirror. Yeah, I'll give it a go at some point. But
jokes aside, I think you will really enjoy it. Yeah. I think it shares a lot of things with what we like about Titanicus, what we like about Gothic. The barrier of entry is low, because we do have all the models. We have all the terrain, because we just take our normal 40k board and go onto a smaller table. Filming it might be interesting. Might need to get like a periscope to attach to the camera to really get in there.
A periscope.
But no, I think it'd be a good game for us to give a go. I'd be interested in what you guys think if you want to see us play Kill Team. If you don't, then let us know, I guess, as well. Yeah, I'm excited to bring it to the channel and see what you think.
Yes. Other specialist games. So Gothic. We've had a few games of Gothic on the channel now.
Yeah.
One
just went up today.
Sorry. Yes.
Yes.
Although when you see it, it won't be today. It'll be several weeks ago.
Yes. So we've got between us a few more fleets.
Yes.
Kicking around. So I know you've painted up some Necron fleets and Tau fleets.
Yeah, both little ones, only 750 points for a couple of friends in our group, but both of them have said they're happy to come on the channel and play them, and also just to lend them to us occasionally to play ourselves. So yeah, I've got Space Marines as well. Got a friend with some Eldar. You're looking at Orcs.
Yeah, Orcs are my next one. I'm
Yeah,
expanding the Mechanicum at the moment.
I'm going to do Dark Eldar at some point. I've got some more ships on the bench in the study, as I like to call it. Some grand cruisers. So loads more Gothic coming soon, and Sophie may even paint her navy at some point, but that remains to be seen.
I think I'm back to the drawing board with the colour scheme.
Yeah,
I'm not that keen on the colours anymore.
well, that's good because you're not painted them yet.
Yeah, that's good. I just can't. There's so much barrier. I've got so much other stuff to do.
I know.
Is there anything specific you've painted for Gothic recently?
Oh yes, you probably can't see these.
I can barely see them from here.
I am making my mission to basically paint all the terrain and other bits we need, so no one can refuse to play a game with me, and I can just emotionally blackmail them into it. So now, yeah, exactly.
So, seen right through us.
All you have to do is paint your ships and turn up, Sophie. So I have now finished. This is not particularly big, but I finished some ground defences. So in Gothic, you can play your big games in space, and you can also then transition onto a smaller table to play in low orbit as you try and land troops or even enact exterminatus. Basically playing Space Invaders, and as a part of that, the defender can have ground defences, little gun batteries deployed on the edge of the table. And they're quite cute. They're made out of, I think, 3mm scale artillery guns, some plasticard, and some cocktail sticks. And
Very Blue Peter.
Yes. So, yeah, that's been my actual hobby update for Gothic.
I painted some ships.
Oh, yeah, sorry, you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
What have
I
you
painted
painted?
some ships. I've painted an Emperor class battleship, the big one.
You did.
The big orange thing.
That's brick.
It's a weighty chunk.
Yeah.
I painted that, and I painted 2 light cruisers, an Endeavour and an Endurance. Words.
Yeah.
Got at the end.
The Emperor's genuinely intimidating. Like, it's actually like about half again bigger than my battleships for some reason. And there's some psychological stuff going on there we're not going to go into. But yeah, very cool model. As Dan said, we had a game go up a couple of weeks ago at this point of the Emperor versus the Despoiler, my battleship. And we'll have more coming soon as well. Is that it for Gothic updates?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Looking at Orcs at the moment.
Yes, as you
Until
said.
figuring out exactly how.
Waha!
Well, indeed.
Most worryingly.
Yeah. So Warrington.
Sir Warrington. The new war boss, Sir Warrington.
The oddly distinguished Orc fleet.
A gentleman does not war.
Yes. I do believe I will crash into you now.
Oh yeah, we have our friend is 3D printing all these ships for us, and as with anyone learning 3D print, there's always some miscasts and some oddly bendy banana ships and bits that fail. And Anna's just said, "I'll have all those," and is just going to merge them into a Space Hulk. So we'll do some missions.
Space Hulks are
Space
stupid.
Hulks.
I love them. Like 800 points or something stupid, 600 points, 800 points, something stupid like that.
They've got a gravitational field like a planet, so any ships flying near them can use them to turn better. It's so dumb.
They lose hull points differently and don't take the same crits.
Can't wait.
I think they've only got like 1 shield or something stupid like that.
Stupid game. Orcs look like a lot of fun.
It's a lot of stupidity. Or you also your hanger beads are random size, so you have to roll that at the start of the turn, because if you have less hanger bays than you have ships out, then they just start running out of fuel and disappear. Basically fall out of the space.
I might do a Dark Eldar fleet as well at some point soon. That won't take very long because I won't do more than about 1,000 points. I don't think they're really designed to do bigger games than that. Once again, Horus is here if you're wondering why Sophie's not really paying attention.
Big eyes. Yes.
So what's next?
Titanicus. We've had a little play around with the new matched playbook. So first impressions are that it's nice and smooth, nice and easy to, very self-explanatory.
It takes a bit of reading at the start to figure out the missions because they're all slightly different.
Don't assume. Get your paw out of there, you little fairy fiend. So yes, we've had a little play around. Yeah, make sure you read through it because some of the missions are different. So you might assume it's the same.
But it's slightly different.
Yeah, slightly different. Yeah, nice to play. Reminds me a lot of the core rulebook more than the cards.
But not necessarily in a bad way.
Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way at all.
I think stratagem hand from it is very cool.
That's about to say, I think it's a really big change. And that will really add loads more flavour and variation to how Titanicus games go. Because there's probably, I'd say about half the stratagems when you're looking through the book go,
That'd be cool.
not taking that. That'd be cool, but it might not come up. Why would I bother taking that?
Yeah. Whereas now you pick 8 strat, or if you're playing at 750 to 2000, you pick 8 stratagems, and then throughout the game you can pick from that list.
Yeah.
Yes.
So well, now you might then go, I might need last ditch effort. It's not always useful, but that one time when it is,
We take 3 colder weeks.
you can take whole week 3 times.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've not had a game with it yet, but I'm looking forward to.
But it will be coming up on the channel, so
Yes.
or it may have already gone up actually.
We're not sure.
I'm not sure.
No, it'll be it's
Yes.
yes, it'll be
Yes, it
there'll
will
be the
have
video
gone up.
before this. So we've just played it,
Yes.
but you will have seen it last week.
Provided you've been watching.
Yeah.
If not, go watch it.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
Any hobby plans for Titanicus?
Anything
So
you've done for Titanicus?
Oh, yeah.
I am still working on Reavers, so it's still very much work in progress. But I know for Beachhead I will be wanting to maybe take 3, possibly 4. And again, toying around with those close combat weapons instead of knights. Who knows? But I need more data needed. Any more Titanicus plans from either of you?
Not for me at the moment. My Titanicus is mostly done for Tempestus. I've got a pile of weapons, which I should do at some point.
I think we mentioned that every hobby episode.
Yeah, and it's still there. It hasn't changed.
Yeah.
But that said, again, might be the match play book will be the sort of injection of enthusiasm I need to maybe go, actually, I do need to paint some new stuff because I wasn't bored. Bored is far too strong a term, but I had kind of stagnated a bit with Titanicus lately. Now interested in doing some more stuff with it. So I will get them painted
Yes, good.
at some point.
I painted up I've been painting up some Fortran Reaver grav hats.
Oh,
Yes.
That you'll get some pictures flashing up at an alarming rate right now.
Grab hats, buy them now,
20
buy 2, get 2.
20 of them appearing one after the other, spinning, flashing, all
Yeah.
exciting things.
Grab hats.
Yeah, but they seem like a very cool weapon, and especially in Vulturum, where I like concussive. If it ever went off in the way I wanted it to, rather than just spinning people around.
Yeah. It's still not nothing, spinning them usually.
Unless you spin them one way and spin them back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spin them until you line up with a charge, make it easier for them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Imagine doing that. But for plans, I have a Reaver and a Warlord that have been sat for about a year now.
Oh no. Oh no.
I've had other things to paint, and I also have a pile of weapons.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've got
Because
some nameplates, haven't you?
Somewhere.
Yeah.
we bulk ordered them like a year and a half,
I think so.
nearly 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we bought. Yeah, no, because it's when you won. Didn't you win?
You won a battle
you
bling
won-
competition.
You won
That would have been
2 years ago, nearly.
well, it would have been Clash of the Titans,
Yeah.
which is around this time every year. So yeah, about 2 years ago.
So yeah, Soap's had nameplates for 2 years.
It's probably going to glue them onto our spaceships.
I'm tempted to get some for my spaceships, to be honest.
Ooh, or that. Now I kind of want to as well.
Because then you can. It's also easy to remember when you.
Who's who?
Who's
Who's got
who.
what leadership? Oh god, yeah. This is how it happens. But how this cheap war game that's got a really low barrier of entry, you end up spending like extra 50 quid on them. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, let me know when you're doing an order. I think that's it for Titanicus at the moment, though, isn't it?
Yes, you guys are going to Beachhead in
Yes.
February. Yep.
And
You're training our teammate.
Yeah, our third. So I am playing weekly Titanicus games in a training montage, trying to get our friend up to speed.
Yeah.
Our teammate.
Just yelling at him, am I within your void shield
Yeah.
range? Am I within your void shield range?
I was thinking,
He's stopped calling you, hasn't he?
when I wake up 8 inches from his face, I think it's 8 inches, it's part of the montage, but...
He's bringing Fury in, so we'll probably get him on the channel at some point once we're all painted.
Absolutely.
I did sadly find out I could, in the end, go to Beachhead.
Oh.
I found out this week, but it's too late.
People still looking for a teammate.
Yeah, I may have a poke around.
Yeah.
Crush both of your dreams.
What else we got?
Other hobby, heresy. Heresy.
Heresy.
Heresy. I have been motoring through my heresy. My Mark 6 armour are getting yellower by the day.
Like with age?
Which is a good thing.
Okay, right.
It's a good thing.
Like old paper.
So I am beasting through that. We have played some heresy as well on the channel. So we've had our first heresy 2.0.
That'll be next week.
That will be next week.
For you.
For you. For us, we've already gone and done it.
It's a couple of hours ago.
Yes, so we will have the Sons of Horus First Company against the Mechanicum. Both evil, why not? Cracking game, isn't it, Heresy? And we're really excited to show it off to you guys on the channel.
It plays very nicely.
It plays very nicely.
Reactions.
And you had a good time filming it.
Yeah, it's like 7th edition.
Yeah.
It all comes back to you.
Yeah.
It's like riding a bike.
Yes. So it's much smoother than 7th edition. It's so much smoother than Heresy 1.
It's like riding a bike with good suspension.
Yes. It's riding a bike.
It stabilises.
Putting an engine on it.
Yes.
It stabilises. Made it into a car.
It's like driving a car.
But like a self-driving car.
This analogy is fraught, but you get the point.
With guns!
Wow.
Yeah, it looks like a good system. I've not done any heresy lately. I've been working on other stuff.
You should do some heresy.
I will do some heresy. I've done
go
some
on then.
heresy.
Go do heresy then.
What, right now?
Yeah.
Well, just go, I don't know, yell at the local church, something
Yeah.
heretical.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do just once you guys left.
Stick your army list to the door.
No, you can go do it now. We'll finish this off.
Yeah, okay.
Dan, how are your Dark Angels coming on?
I've not done any in a while because I've been too busy painting Knights,
Yes.
Mechanicum.
Yes.
I did finish I have a single finished Knight, or mostly finished Knight. I have a Moirax because I needed it for a heresy event a few weeks ago. It's a very nice heresy event. Lots of nice people there. Got to see some very cool armies. There was a huge Ultramarines, 2,500 points of all infantry.
Oh, nice.
I don't know how many bodies he had, but it was a tray about sort of this big that was just absolutely chock full of them.
Grief.
Yeah, very scary. It was very cool. Lots of very cool armies there. I got to play Imperial Fists, which is nice. Nice enough to play Sophie in Imperial Fist, that is. Not just you specifically,
Yeah.
but it's nice to see someone else's Imperial Fists and see what they're capable of. Phalanx Warders in a Stone Gauntlet.
I've heard
That's
big,
rough. That's rough.
It's the big naughty at the minute. It's that and Dreadnoughts.
Yeah.
You've always liked the lore of that unit you just said, haven't you?
Do you know what? It's
Stone Gauntlet.
Stone Gauntlet's probably not for me. I have to.
Okay.
It's getting a load of breaches and shields, and maybe eventually. And eventually, we're talking years. So, I'd be looking at guns, bolt guns, other guns.
Trying to think what else I played against. I played against Ravenwing, not Ravenwing.
Raven Guard?
Raven Guard. I played against Dark Angels, but they weren't Ravenwing. That was it. So yeah, Ravenwing, that was fun. And then I played against Dark Angels with some Mechanicum and Solar Auxilia allies,
Oh, cool.
which was a huge mix, and it was a very, very, very fun and silly game.
Good.
Because my Magos was just sat in the middle, having units thrown at him one after another to the point he reached weapon skill 8 and strength 16 and was just killing like Praetors on like a 2. It was quite funny. And I painted some Vorax on my Mechanicum.
Nice.
Because I needed them for this same event. Oh, he's back again.
It's back. So Horus.
So, more heresy games coming on the channel soon. You're almost there with your fists. You're getting there with your Dark Angels. I'm getting there with my Space Wolves.
My Dark Angels are a while off because I think the Knights are getting done first because they're...
Oh, okay. Well, Knights then.
Yeah. And Custodes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Because they're 30kable. There might be some close approximations of models because I'm not buying four-year-old bikes.
Yeah.
We'll let you off. We hope you will too.
Yeah.
If you would like us to buy the 4-drop bikes, the link to our Patreon is below.
Yes.
Or you can buy us 50 coffees and that will come to that
Yeah.
one bike or something.
Yes, I don't want to go buy them because they are awful in 40k.
Yeah, fair enough. Right, anything else to add for Heresy? As I said, we'll have the Zone Mortalis terrain at some point, so we can do some... That'll be nice doing some small games, actually, while I'm still getting there and you guys are building up your smaller armies.
Exactly.
Anything else to talk about?
Well, what about these models in front of you?
Oh, these weird little things.
A non-Games Workshop model on the channel.
Yeah.
How dare we?
It may be censored. We are hoping to get a... what's the term again? Where they send us free stuff.
Oh.
Affiliate thing with GW, so... yeah, these are Kingdom Death Monster, a absurdly big board game that I took part in the Kickstarter like 5 or 6 years ago, and I've been very, very, very slowly painting my way through. And yeah, I felt like painting one of them, the Watcher, this chap here, which is basically where all my hobby budget's gone for the past few weeks, because it's taken a very long time.
Stood it on a pile of lanterns, and there's so many lanterns.
And then thought, I'll try and learn object source lighting.
Yeah.
And non-metallic metals.
And non-metallic metal. Yeah, it was a mistake. I still see lanterns when I close my eyes. And these other two here are from the same board game.
Probably turn the ones in your bedroom off then.
I probably should, yeah. They're not unnecessary, really.
Yeah.
Because I can see lanterns when I close my eyes.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I can see.
Alex closes his eyes to brighten the room. It's very strange.
It works for him.
Just use it to land aircraft.
Alex just winking to say which way to go. And
Yeah.
they use them for zebra crossings as well. It's very strange.
So,
Stood outside my house winking.
Kingdom Death Monster, back on topic, has been described as somewhere in between like
Spinning
Dark
around on
Souls
the
and I
coast.
don't know why I'm bothering to try, really.
Alex spinning around on the coast, acting as a
A
lighthouse.
lighthouse.
If you guys would like to see us try this game on the channel, we could probably give it a go at some point. We need a couple more cameras, I think. It'll probably be a one-off rather than a regular thing, but it's an interesting game.
Yeah, it's a cool game.
Yeah, I've played it a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
nice.
we'd have to do the obligatory explain all the house rules because
Well, yeah.
the game doesn't work on its own.
It is.
No, it doesn't.
It's a flawed gem. Let's go with that.
The people that made the game hate you.
Yes.
They hated making the game.
Explains why they're still making the expansion.
Yeah, yeah. They hate. They're not happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we won't get into.
We won't
this.
get into it now. It's
But
a strange game. If you've heard of it and you'd be interested in us doing it on the channel, let us know. Again, if we find some time, we can do all-day filming and uploading
Yes.
chunks or something.
Yes, exactly.
And if you want to know more about it, the models look cool, again, let us know in the comments and we can probably elaborate next hobby chat or something.
Yes.
But
Well,
yeah, that's where my hobby budget's gone. That's why I've
Yes.
only got this to show, really.
Right, I think Horus is getting hungry.
Yeah.
And
Do you have any Sigma?
Age of Sigmar.
Oh yeah, we played that too.
Yeah, I
I've
don't
played-
play that. So
I've played a few more games with my Zinch. They will be coming up on the channel again. Well, I've nearly got 2k painted now. So I had a nice 2k painted list. But then summoning happened, so I've got to paint all my demons, but they shouldn't take long.
oops, all demons.
Oops. Demons. But yeah, and the endless spells and time of filming are still out of stock. So, yeah, I really want to get my hands on those before I really start delving deep. But at the minute, heresy.
My Lumineth are done. I think I mentioned that last time. They're
Yeah.
still done.
Still done?
But as I found playing...
Strip them.
As I found playing a game with them, there are some gaps in my lineup. I do need to get some monsters of some description or another, either Teclis or the Battle Cattle.
Moo!
Yes, I need to get some Stone Guard, etc. So they are all on the wish list, things to get later.
Yes.
But I've got so much to paint.
And
As
you're,
always.
and you're painting King Bob for a friend, aren't
Oh
you?
yes, Brod. His name is Brod.
King Bob.
King Brod.
Kong bread.
Yeah.
Conga bread.
He's my current project.
Yeah.
I'll probably get you occupied for
Occupado.
until December.
Yes.
But that's it.
That's
That's
it.
my hobby so far and my plans in the future. Anything else for you, Dan?
No, that
No.
I can think of.
Okay.
No, I think that's everything.
All
I
right.
think that's everything for you as well. That's all you're getting. That's all you're getting for now. Thank you very much for watching. We always appreciate you. Any feedback, please leave us below. Anything you want to see on the channel, anything you look at our lists. This is the time. Now. Speak now or forever hold your peace until next time.
Yes. You can also leave in any other comments of any video. Please do, actually. As soon as the thought occurs to you, let us know.
Right, that's goodbye from me, Sophie.
It's goodbye from me, Alex.
And from me, it's Dan.
Goodbye from the barrel.